Domino's, they sell more than 3 million pizzas every single day. Not only that, they have more than 350 franchise and corporate team members around the world that works for them. So how are they able to achieve such a big accomplishment? Well, first of all, they have a very bold approach to business. And second, they're backed up by psychology. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 5 psychological hacks that Domino uses to market to millions of people around the world to get them to buy again and again and again and again. So then that way you can utilize these hacks in your business. So make sure you guys keep watching. Hello friends, my name is Wilson, your friend in helping you build a thriving small business and a profitable food business. If this is the type of video you enjoy, breaking down psychology of top-tiered restaurants so you can benefit from it, make sure you guys go in the comment section below and type yes. So then that way we know to create more of these content for you. Top food brands, they have the time, the resources, and the money to do these tricks, to do these research, to get people to buy from them again and again. Whereas small business like ourselves is very, very hard to compete with less resource, less time, less talent, and less money. And that's the reason why I partnered up with my friend Michael to create Food Marketing Labs, which is a database of more than 140 marketing and psychological hacks and these tactics that these big brands uses to get people to buy from them, to spend more with them, and to fall in love with them. Now you get the inside scoop, get the access into what these big brands have, like McDonald's, Starbucks, Chipotle, and for you to utilize it into your own small business as well. So if you want to level up your marketing, level up your food business, and actually impose these psychological tactics, then definitely check out Food Marketing Labs in the description below. Now in this video, I'm going to be diving deep into how Domino's uses these 5 psychological hacks to get people to easily buy from them. So make sure you guys keep watching. The first tactic is cognitive overload, but in a good way, also known as decision fatigue. And if you've been watching any of my other videos, I often recommend only having 7 to 9 food items, not to confuse and overload your customers, so then that way they can actually make a decision. However, when your customers are at home, things changes very drastically. Because of the abundance of time, it allows the customers to scroll through the leaflet very freely, to explore, to figure out what they want to do, to figure out what kind of options you may have. This is when decision fatigue kicks in. What do I mean by that? Because there are so many different options on the screen, I mentally get tired. I mentally get weakened because of the overload of information. And because I don't have the time pressure to make a decision right away, I would oftentimes take a little bit longer and have this mental tiredness. Now our willpower to make the right decision completely tanks. And that's where Domino's really does their job, because now their customers are gonna fall prey to their weekly deals, to their extra cheese bread, to their extra toppings, because it is just that much simpler of an option to make. Domino's does this in 2 ways. First of all, they send you leaflets of promotions that they're running on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, and it has tons of different promotions on that leaflet. Domino's website does have a ton of different options for you to choose from as well, also giving you this decision fatigue as well. Now, the only caveat to the decision fatigue is that things must be organized in this chaotic environment. What do I mean by that? If you have tons of options on a website and it's very, very confusing to read, confusing to understand and comprehend, then yeah, people are not going to be able to buy from you. Whereas when things are categorized in specific buckets that you can actually choose from, then that's how they're able to utilize this psychological hack, decision fatigue. Not only Domino's do this, but other big brands often utilize this technique as well. McDonald's, Chipotle, and even Starbucks uses this tactic. So what does this mean for you? Well, for you, it means that for customers that are not dining in at your restaurant, what do? You offer them more options, whether it's a leaflet, whether it's on your website, whether it's a mobile app. Organize your content and organize your menu in a way that is clear, but also give them a lot of different options, allowing them to have this decision fatigue. So when they order from you, they're going to order more, They're gonna order all the specials that you're gonna have, allowing you to have more revenue. What's more convenient, guys? Ordering through a phone app within minutes or talking to someone on the phone and placing an order. That's where Ocam Razor kicks in. Simplest solution often is the best solution. And the convenience of being able to order online is that it's accurate and you don't have to talk to someone. Oftentimes you just don't want to talk to people. You just want to have your food. Whereas when you order through the phone, what's going to happen is it's going to be prone to a lot more errors. People can't hear you. You're going to be on hold. You have background noise. You're talking to your spouse, all these good stuff. And that's the reason why if you have a simple solution for people to order from you, that is often a really added big bonus for your customers. And did you guys know that there are more than 24 million ways that you can customize your pizza? Well, Domino's makes this whole process a lot simpler with their app. And that's the reason why they invested into even more interactive things like Build Your Pizza. You get to see when you click on cheese, when you click on bacon, all these items being built onto your pizza. You can even identify the crust and see it in front of you visually. And best of all, according to a study conducted by Try Cakes, they said that online orders account for 30% more in revenue over phone orders and over the counter. What does that mean? That means you get more average order value. So what's the opportunity for you and your food business? Well, you know what? Keep things simple. Keep things simple so then that way people can be more efficient when they're ordering from you. Because when things are complicated, when things are difficult and hard to do, then people get frustrated. What do? They leave and go to your competitor. So keep things simple and efficient. And the third psychological hack is the cashless effect. What is that? Well, have you ever been on a midnight shopping spree where you go on Amazon, where you go on Best Buy? You end up buying a few things and at the end of the month the bill comes and you are shocked by how much you spent? Well, there's actually a psychological reason for that. People end up spending more online versus in person. This is the cashless effect. This describes our human tendency to actually spend more when there is no physical transaction in place. Pressing the buy button is so much easier psychologically than taking out your hard wallet and taking out your hard-earned cash and giving it to the cashier. Using cards or even phones reduces the tangibility of the price. You don't value it as much because there's no hard asset for you. And when you're able to combine the cashless effect and the Ocam's razor, making things super easy, then you now understand why Domino's is one of the leading forces in the world out there. And to add to that, Domino's, they generate more than 70% of their sales online in 2020. And on top of that, 13 ways that you can actually buy from them online. That's how much they focus on the cashless effect. So what's the opportunity for you? Focus on online sales. Push your customers to order from your website. Have apps that people can order from. Make sure that you incorporate technology to your restaurant so then that way you get the people to spend more with you and to actually buy from you. And speaking of which, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash the like button so then that way we know this is the type of video you enjoy. So then that way we can share it with more people. We can do more deep dive of other restaurants to share these ideas with you so you can make more money in your restaurant. So go ahead and smash that like button. Fourth psychological hack is gamification. What is gamification? It is the use of game elements in non-game activities. Employing gamification can enhance customer and employee engagement, boost sales, and even cut cost. Gamification is super powerful when done right. So how does Domino's do it? Well, Domino's, they incorporate it with their pizza tracker. You know what's not that fun? Waiting for your pizza to come and not knowing where it is. You're hungry, you waited for 20 minutes. Where's my pizza? That is not fun. So what did Domino's do about this? Well, you know what? Domino's, they did something to fulfill our human psychology. What is that something that we crave? We crave for certainty. People subconsciously crave for certainty. They want to know what's happening. They want to know for certain that this thing is going to happen. If you don't believe it, ask my wife. She always needs to know what is going on, what's happening, where are you going, this and that, because we crave for certainty. So what did Domino's do to fulfill this? They made this process fun by incorporating the pizza tracker and a GPS tracker for their delivery drivers. And not only Domino's do this, other food brands utilizes gamification for people to spend more and to have more loyal fans as well. For example, Starbucks, they incorporate the golden stars as rewards and people loved it. McDonald's, their famous Monopoly game that gets people going crazy, bidding for land and stickers. And Uber Eats utilizes the GPS tracker to give their customer a sense of certainty. So what's the opportunity for you? Well, for a lot of us, we don't have the capability and the high-tech resources for tracking where our orders go. And it's okay. We can make it fun by incorporating loyalty cards, by incorporating loyalty programs, so then that way you can reward your customers for buying and purchasing from you. We can also incorporate gamification in marketing campaigns. Make it fun so then that way people can engage with your brand as well. This builds a loyal fan base for your restaurant so people would order from you more and they would actually spend more with your restaurant. The fifth and final psychological hack that you should utilize is the pratfall effect. What is that? It means a simple blunder, a simple mistake that an authority or person or brand of position makes the person or the brand much more relatable, much more likable. And why is that the case? It means the fact that if a brand or person has flaws and is able to admit to the flaws, able to laugh at its own flaws and shortcomings, then it makes it much more relatable, much more likable because it's just like one of us. That's the pratfall effect. But there's a caveat, guys. You must be perceived as a successful brand or a successful restaurant because if you're not, it might actually backfire on you. It might seem like you're already not popular and now you have another mistake, you can't own up to it, and you're just a sinking ship. So definitely, if you don't have the fundamentals right, if you don't have the proper branding done, then this is a psychological hack that you would probably not want to use just yet. In 2008, Domino's was going downhill. Instead of them burying their head in the sand and not rectifying it, they actually made a campaign about it, addressing this issue and sharing with the public what they're gonna do to change it, owning up to the mistake and being truly authentic.
Domino's pizza crust to me is like cardboard.
Is it hard to watch this stuff?
Yeah, it's hard to watch.
I hear what some folks are saying about our stuff.
Oh, this one's bad. Worst excuse for pizza I've ever had.
You can either use negative comments to get you down, or you can use them to excite you and energize your process of making a better pizza.
I can't wait to have people try it. And it's not even about being right, it's about us having great food.
People actually appreciated Domino's being so authentic and being able to owning up to their mistakes. They became supporters of them and they worked together to regrow this brand to what it is today. So what's opportunity for you guys? If there is a mistake, if there's a shortfall in your company, what are you gonna do? Own up to it. Use it as your weapon. Use it as something that you're working on and that you're willing to work on it with your supporters. So then that way you guys are in it together. Few companies have the balls to do this, and that's the reason why it's gonna make you different and stand out amongst your competitors. And that's the 5 psychological hacks that these big companies, that Domino's are using to get people to spend more with them and to create loyal fans that buy from them again and again. And if you're interested in these secret tactics that you can utilize for your business, then definitely check out Food Marketing Labs in the link below. We share with you the secret tactics, 145 of them in this database with examples on how you can use it right away in your business. Definitely gonna be able to pay for itself right away. Check it out in the description below. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys have, make sure you guys subscribe along the journey so then that way we can share more of these psychological hacks with you. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.